Thanks for watching Mid-Morning this Tuesday. The Obama administration is warning that climate change is making Americans sicker, and it's only going to get worse.
A new report from the White House says that climate change is going to make the air dirtier, the water more contaminated, and the food more tainted. Some of the problems include more deaths caused by heat and longer allergy seasons and worsening asthma conditions. Some of this we've seen already, right? These longer allergy seasons for sure. When it comes to climate change, Kylie, I think a lot of us think about glaciers and polar bears and ice caps. That's what the discussion has been.
This actually brings it back to us, though, and how our health will be affected. This is a huge, 300-page report. This was worked on by a ton of researchers, 8 different federal agencies, and they actually break it down in all the different ways that the changing climate is going to impact our health.
It's pretty staggering stuff, Esme.
It really is, and I think a lot of people are not aware of these kinds of repercussions, especially here in Minnesota. I think if you go to the southern states where you see the extreme heat, especially in the summer, you really do have events where people are actually dying.
Literally dying,
But I
yeah.
think this is something where the Obama administration, I think this is part of his legacy, and I think he's trying to get this message out. It's not just about those events you talked about. This is about your health.
Yeah, I still don't know if this is going to be the thing that forces people to actually enact change. Just still thinking, okay, 2030, that's the year when things really get bad. It allows people to put it off, and they keep thinking, okay, this is something that's going to affect my children, maybe not me. Even if it affects me in 15 years, is that going to make the average person really do something different? And I still I'm skeptical that people are actually going to start changing.
I wonder if it'll be a change in the way we think about climate change. Because like you said, we think about glaciers, we think about polar bears. I think if we can shift and start thinking about it in our health.
Quality.
Yeah, air quality. I think what is hard, though, and Matt, why your point is dead on, these are not things that you're going to see immediately. They'll be slow,
Yeah.
It'll get hotter a little bit slower. And
This
deaths
isn't
by heat are
Florida
hard too.
slipping off into
Yes.
the Atlantic.
Right,
Yeah.
but I think for so many years there was so much skepticism about climate change, and there still are skeptics out there,
Sure.
but more and more people are absolutely embracing, saying this is a real problem, and now people are saying, those allergies that I used to have for just a few weeks, well, it's all summer, and I think those are the kinds of things people say, my goodness, that's a factor.
And the stronger tornadoes we see. I mean, for me, that's something that has made it more real. Because you see the extreme weather events that we didn't used to have, and I think that's something that makes you think about it. The challenge is, you and I, on an individual basis, we can make some change when it comes to greenhouse gases.
recycle.
But I'm not emitting the volume of greenhouse gases. We're talking about farming. We're talking about plants that have to install scrubbers and different technology there. And a lot of this is way beyond what the average person
But if
can do.
everybody rode the bus, or everybody did
But that's not going to happen. That
No, but
cannot
it's,
it
it's an
could.
attitude shift. If people start prioritizing this, it'll put pressure on companies to make those changes because their customers demand it.
That's, to me, the thing. This has to get to a point where people ask for change on a higher level.
Yeah.
It's not as simple as banning plastic bags or asking you to
Sure.
recycle more compost.
I think this is a start, but we'll see where that
Yeah.
kind of mindset goes. We do have that